Hi everyone. So I just want to touch base around my last newsletter, which was around finding contentment. Yes, so it really is something I've been practicing and trying to cultivate is more of this inner contentment with what is. But it's also difficult and challenging trying to find the balance between striving for your goals or having goals even. And then also just being content with how things are in this present moment. So I think it's like set intentions for what you'd like to create, but not attach to them or cling to them, but also just have this full acceptance that if they don't happen, then life's great exactly as it is right now. If they do, that's also great. And when we can do this for ourselves, then it's a lot kinder to ourselves. Also, when we're always looking for that spark or this level of excitement, then we're always looking ahead, looking for something. It's still like something to fill us, and that we're not satisfied with what we have right now. So it's like this constant needing something is what I'm trying to say. It's this constant needing something, and I seem to have been getting a lot of downloads this past week, like over the full moon time, and it's full moon in Scorpio last night, but the lead up to that it still feels like eclipse energy going on, and I was getting super crazy amounts of downloads over the weekend around all this addictions, attraction, averting, and seeing how these patterns of blaming or shaming ourselves or guilting ourselves into things, we just tend to stay in this punishment. And sometimes when we're feeling this, from my own experiences, that you want to find this next excitement, or you want to find something, or you're chasing something, and it could be a traveling, could be something, but sometimes this is a means of just distracting ourselves from ourselves, and then we kind of just avoid ever being in that space of feeling what needs to be felt, and we continue to just go around in loops chasing. And I got this again because also my teacher, I re-listened to a lecture, and he was saying, we go around like this, just going in loops, because we're in this pain and pleasure, pain and pleasure, pain and pleasure, just going around. You feel pain, so you avoid, so we go to attract something that's pleasurable. Then we come back again and back again. So we do this this is our death, rebirth, suffering. So to come out of this and to move forward is to find contentment with what is, I feel, and also start to be equanimous, is the word, in what's happened. So not favoring or avoiding something, but instead just full accepting everything as it is, everything. So not pushing away anything, not clinging to anything, but instead just finding this peace that's just everything is perfect how it is, and full acceptance. And by that I mean even sitting with these uncomfortable feelings and being fully present with yourself with them, which is no easy feat. And hence why we all stay in these cycles of chasing these sparks. That's not to say we don't go travel, we don't go do exciting things, but it's like, even I found, just coming back from Melbourne, I found that it took me a while, 2 weeks, to settle in and stop running around like a crazy woman and doing all these things, to actually just ground myself into where I am and be with how I feel. And took me slowing down though. So to do this, to find this inner contentment, I feel like we need to slow down the physical body, and we need to just give ourselves time to be with whatever is. And the mind won't want to do that. The mind doesn't want to just stay still. The mind, especially if there's something we're avoiding, it definitely won't want to stay still. It will do what it can to keep busy. So we need to find some stillness by slowing ourselves down, maybe lessening things in our schedule a little bit, giving ourselves this time to be de-stress and get the nervous system regulated. So try to get calm through the physical body and then through the mind. And then we can start to see where our mind is going, and we can maybe try to hold space for whatever we're trying to avoid, whatever feelings we're trying to avoid. Maybe it's painful, but it's there. If you're feeling anything there like triggers, then it's ready to be seen and heard and felt by you. So hold space for yourself there, nurture your little inner childs, and do what feels right for them, and take care of them by taking care of you and your physical needs. That'll also help ground you. And be in the present moment with everything. So when you get grounded, you get present, and sometimes that means feeling these pains of what we're avoiding. But it will help us find more balance and less chasing or avoiding things. So that's my tips, is to just stay grounded, slow your body down, slow the physical body to slow your mind down, and then hold space for how you feel. Like, just give yourself time. It could take a while to be with whatever's inside that you don't want to feel or see. You may cry, you may release, it's all perfectly perfect. But I found once you do this, then you kind of breathe again, like you regulate, and you can just move forward once you've accepted things. So once we accept, then we can move forward and let that go and keep taking steps forward, trusting that all will unfold as it's meant to, with this deep acceptance of how things are right now. And then we're more present and we're more grounded. And I actually feel when you're more present and grounded, then you actually start to appreciate again what we currently have in the now, meaning we're less likely to be looking elsewhere to keep our minds entertained. So I hope this helps you guys maybe navigate this pain and pleasure cycle. Just find some grounding, get into the body, and find space for yourself with it, and just try to cultivate this inner contentment by being present with yourself, and give yourself that love and attention that you need. And then you can be present and bring yourself back to enjoying the present moment and being satisfied and content with everything as it is. And I really think that's where magic starts to unfold, is when you're really super present and you can just trust that everything's as it's meant to be, instead of always trying to run for the next thing to try and busy ourselves with. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. You can either DM me, Emma_Louise_Q, or you can send me an email to emma@emmalj.com. Okay, nice speaking to you. Take care. Bye.